Hey, it's your boy Crypto Expert Live, back with another video. In this video, we're going to talk about Warren Buffett. What can we learn from Warren Buffett through his experience and apply it to crypto? I mean, he's arguably the greatest investor in the world. So he knows a few things. We can apply some of those things to crypto. So let's roll that intro. Let's get into the video. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. You know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and bell notification so when I upload my latest vids, you can get notified immediately. So before I go into it, I want to say that Warren Buffett was famously on TV and he said that Bitcoin was rat poison squared.
He asked Charlie Munger, we were sitting right there, what he thought of Bitcoin, and he said, rat poison. Yeah. Back then it was about $100+ per Bitcoin. Today it's 9,000. Is it still rat poison?
Well, probably rat poison squared.
So staunch crypto investors saw this as a attack on Bitcoin, that Warren Buffett didn't know what he was talking about Bitcoin. And that's true. He's even said that he knows nothing about cryptocurrency, so he doesn't invest in it. That's one of his principles. But I think they took it out of context. They didn't really understand that this wasn't a personal attack on them. It was just that he didn't understand something, so he's not going to invest in it based off his traditional investing principles. And then they kind of twisted it to say that, hey, Warren Buffett knows nothing. Well, he does know something, and he's the greatest investor that's ever lived. So let's take from his teachings and let's learn from this. Let's apply it in crypto and let's make some money. So if you Google Warren Buffett strategy, it'll tell you basically in 4 lines what he's learned over the last 60 years. It's on Google for free. What is strategy does Warren Buffett use? Warren Buffett's investing strategy is value investing. Value investing involves selecting stocks whose shares price is trading below its intrinsic value or book value. The signals that the market is currently undervaluing the stock and the stock will rise in the future. So obviously we're not talking about stocks, we're talking about crypto. But we can just apply the same principles. So what he talks about is blue chip stocks such as Coca-Cola. I mean, he did invest in Microsoft, I don't think. Amazon. He got into a lot of companies that were early on. I think Geico insurance company was his greatest investment. I think he made like 4,000x or something ridiculous or something like that. But he basically goes after stocks that were undervalued, that were looking at growing big, and then he basically invested them when they were only a small company, and then obviously once they grew to a juggernaut, they're household names. That's where he made his money. So if we right now with crypto, let's apply this to crypto. Right, we're in a bear market now, and we're going to apply Warren Buffett's strategies, and he says to go after undervalued stocks with intrinsic value, but because the market is low, we can buy into them now. See, the thing with intrinsic value, you can't dissipate value. You can't dissipate value. Like the value represents so much value. Just because the market is down, everything is down, but you can't dissipate value. So you can't break it apart. You can't get rid of it because value represents value. And with Bitcoin, Bitcoin's value, intrinsic value is it's decentralized. It doesn't need an intermediary to give you permission to send Bitcoin, so it's permissionless. It crosses borders, so it doesn't. You don't have to wait for it to go from one country into another. It'll just give its confirmation, and then you can send the Bitcoin. So it's borderless. It's fungible, meaning you can divide it up to 8 decimal points. And it's not like gold where you can't transport gold over borders. Well, you can, but it takes a lot of money to. With Bitcoin, it's just digital. So it's a digital currency. You can transfer it, you can move it, you can move that value $100, $100,000, or $1 billion, very rapidly into a different geographic location because it's only digital, right? So this value is never going to be dissipated. It's never going to be like disappear, because people use this simply because they can't do this in traditional markets, and they have full control over Bitcoin, right? Unlike the US dollar, this value is never going to be dissipated. And that's what he says. Let's look for these stocks that are undervalued right now. In my opinion, we just stick to the stocks, just like he did with Coca-Cola, Amazon, and Geico, and other stocks that he did that had a lot of value. We're going to stick to the blue chip crypto, because the blue chip crypto have been around for a very long time. They have cemented their place in the crypto sphere, and they're not going to just disappear overnight. It's just because everything's down, they're down. So it's an opportunity for us to buy everything cheap. And this is the greatest time. We're pretty much right now in the bear market is the best time to buy, because everything is cheap. Like, you're not going to go out and buy everything at the top value, because you're going to be paying top dollar. That goes against what Warren Buffett's strategy is. He buys companies, stocks at when they're undervalued, not when they're at the top of the market. So we are going to stick to that, and we're going to buy the solid blue chip coins. And they are, in my opinion, not financial advice. You need to do your research to decide, what you think are the blue chip undervalued assets right now, right? Warren Buffett talks about stocks. We are going to talk about crypto. So in my opinion is Bitcoin. We're going to buy as much of this Bitcoin as we can. And then we're going to apply something else to it, which I'll explain at the end of the video. Then we're going to do Ethereum, and then we're going to do BNB. Again, these are my opinion. They're subjective. You can do what you want to do. Other people like XRP and Cardano, that's great. The top 6 and 7 for a reason. I personally do not like Cardano or XRP, so I will not invest in that, but that's just my opinion. Solana, I am very bullish on Solana, so I'm going to continue to invest in that. I don't think much of Polkadot, so again, this is just my opinion. I'm not going to invest in that. And then we keep on going. Avalanche, I think that's going to break out in 2023. And I love it. It's only $23. Great. Awesome. I'm going to buy it. Polygon Matic. I've always been a fan of Polygon. They've been around for a very long time. They're a layer 2 of Ethereum. Yes, will they be affected by Ethereum 2.0? Yeah, but I still think that they're still going to have a place, okay, being a layer 2. So Matic, I will still continue to buy that. Litecoin, I actually like Litecoin. It's got all the properties of Bitcoin, but just does it basically quicker, okay, and the transaction fees are much lower, right? So I'm still bullish. I like Litecoin. I've always invested in Litecoin, and I'll continue to invest in Litecoin. So these would probably be my picks that I would just kind of like buy, like guaranteed, and I would definitely just, without even batting an eyelid, I would buy these and just not even think about it. And then what I will do is I'll do another strategy, which I've been doing anyway for a long time, but for you guys that are watching this for the first time, you can also apply this. And now what you're going to do is you're going to dollar cost average this. So it doesn't really matter about the price. Now, obviously, you want to buy it when Bitcoin's down. So now is the opportunity, because Bitcoin is only 23.4. But you're going to continue to buy this. Okay, and I hope you have a long-term strategy with this. I mean, Warren Buffett is investing, and is still investing in I think he's been investing for 60 years. So you need to take a leaf out of his book, right? You should be investing in Bitcoin for at least the next 10 years, right? So you got to take a long-term approach from this, and don't think that you got to buy one Bitcoin. No, you can buy. It's fungible. Remember, it's divisible by 8. So you can buy $10 worth of Bitcoin today, but you can start. You've got to start, right? And by what dollar cost averaging is just basically buying this on a continually basis, not worrying about the price. And then you're continually doing this as the price goes up and down. So then when you take the average cost, which means, say you do 100 buys at all the different prices as it goes up and down, then you divide that 100 by the amount of Bitcoin that you have, and then you'll get the average price. Dollar cost averaging is a practice of investing in a fixed dollar amount on a regular basis, regardless of the stock price. It is a way to develop disciplined investing habit, be more efficient in how you invest, and potentially lower your stress level as well as your costs. Let's say you invest $100 a month when the market is up. Your $100 will be fewer shares, but when the market is down, your money will be more. Over time, this strategy could lower your average cost per share, or in this case, average cost per Bitcoin or crypto that we're buying, compared to what you would have paid if you bought all the shares at once, and they are more expensive than the average. See, so then you can see here as a table of how dollar cost averaging works: month 1, month 2, month 3, month 4, and month 5, and it's got the amount they buy, the share price, purchase share. But you can see, because the price fluctuates, you get more shares one week, less shares another week, but on average you can divide them all, right, by the total invested, by the average share cost, and then your total number of shares, and then you'll figure out that you bought your shares for $3.70. So this is how it's such a powerful strategy, and it's boring, but people don't make videos about this stuff because it doesn't excite people. But I like to follow successful people that have already proven, like Warren Buffett. Take a leaf out of his book and just copy what he does, and he does value investing. Okay, that's what his strategy is, and we can apply this to crypto. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you got some value out of this. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hey guys,